Hey everybody, it's Nelson with Creekwood.aquatics, but this is going to be a Creekwood.aquatics related video. This is going to be a Nelson's Passion Project. So I work with two species of fish here that are extinct in the wild. They are the Veronica pupfish and the Longidorsalis. Let's take a look. So this is my breeding stock pond where I keep my Veronica. We produce about 50 to 100 fry a year, and usually I give out 2 or 3 pairs to trusted aquarists. I give them to people as long as they promise that they are not going to produce these for the wholesale trade. I don't want to see these guys in pet stores. All we're trying to do is create insurance colonies. Um, Basically, you grow them out in your backyard, you keep the strains pure, and then you spread them off and you create more insurance colonies. So, in case something bad happens to one of these guys, you can always rebound the population. Eventually, I know there's organizations working with trying to repatriate these guys back into their native lands, but until then, we're just going to continue to create fish so that one day when that does happen, we might be able to introduce these back into the wild. Another important thing is these guys have their own tubs, they have their own equipment. We don't cross contaminate with stuff from the fish room or from the laundry bucket over there. So we take a lot of pride in keeping these guys separate. And if you guys want to see one of these up close, this is the Veronica pupfish. He's a little stressed, but they're usually a lot more metallic blue. But they got those big derpy eyes, big mouth, but this is a big old male. So he's probably going to go through about 1 or 2 more breeding seasons, and then he's pretty much reached his peak. So yeah, he'll probably go into retirement probably in 2027 to make room for all the new guys. So we're going to pop him back. Whoop. And then we're going to talk about this tank that's been kind of a heartache for me this year. So we did have over 100 of these guys, and what happened was, while my goats were grazing one day, they pulled the air line from the sponge filter, and this water got extremely hot, and I ended up losing about 90% of this population. So, like I said, I've been very hands off. I've been letting the fish do their things because I do not want to stress them. I have been noticing a lot of little signs of life. Actually, right there in the corner, there's actually a little baby fish fry. Let's see if we can get close. But I'm kind of excited because I am seeing. There we go. I am seeing little signs of life. I am seeing more babies pop up every so often. I do know that I do have a couple males and a couple females, and I do see them doing their breeding behaviors. So I'm kind of hoping next year. He's so small. I wonder if I can get him on camera. There, there he is. Couldn't see him with the glare. But yeah, I'm kind of hoping next year we're gonna do a big comeback with these. Um, they're gonna continue producing fry up until early December, and that's pretty much it for the season. There's another baby right over here. Let's see if he shows up again. Honestly, this is the first time. Yeah, there he was. This is the first time I've actually been out here and actually spent some time because, again, I've been trying to be really hands off and let them do their thing naturally. These guys are algivores, so they kind of eat all that algae on the side of the tanks. Um, I haven't even water changed this one. I kind of just left it alone since July. And again, I'm really happy that I'm seeing babies. I want to do a big series where we're going to produce a ton of these. Actually, look, there's more. And those are new babies. Look at that little baby. Oh, sorry. That's so exciting. But yeah, we're hoping next year um, we are going to focus on this tub. We're going to try to bring the species back to over 100 fish. It's going to be a tough one, but we are going to get there. And then the Veronica, we're going to upgrade their pond. See over there in front of the shop, I'm taking apart all those old tubs and stuff. We're going to build bigger ponds over there. We're going to have our koi. We're going to have goldfish. We're going to have a bunch of live bears breeding over there. But I also want to have a display area for the Veronica. I want to build a spot where people can actually come. They can learn about them. They can actually see these fish in their prime and just kind of do more community outreach with them. But anyway, just wanted to share that news with you guys. Anyways, this is also Creekwood Aquatics. I'll see you soon. Bye.